Alrighty then. Alright, everyone. How many times can we say the A word? Colorful names in the lobby right now. You know what we're here for. We're here for the PTB public test build of the 6.6.0 chapter Tools of Torment. I see four clowns right now. Clever responses and retorts from everyone. I love it. Excellent start to the game. Let's get this going. Looks like we're going to the RPD. Let's hope we get our friend right here facing the Skull Merchant. First time we're gonna actually be having our first impressions right here with her in a lobby. We've seen some gameplay of her. We've tried not to spoil anything with the chapter right now for ourselves personally because we didn't have a setup for it yesterday. Kind of came out of the blue on Wednesday, just being like, hey, we're gonna release the PTB one day later than we've always released it with no fanfare. Wonder if it was pushed forward because of the leakers. I'm always curious about that. Never mind that. Let's get the game going. Playing ourselves the sister of the twins, Lyra. Oh, there it is. Oh, she's coming after me. Might as well run. I do love the unique noise that's with the chase music, by the way. Just gonna put that down right away. Yeah, let's go. That was a pretty strong pallet, but I'm fine with putting it down. Such cool chase music. Doesn't look like she's chasing me any further this way. We see three people on... Okay, yeah. All of them on generators. Love the new status update on... Oh. Wasn't sure if she was going to come from underneath or not. She put out a drone, maybe, but I think we'd be in the range of it. It's hard to say. Still learning. Still learning. Oh, looks like they just grabbed Hex off the generator right there. Alright, so since we finished a generator together, she doesn't have the perk on, but I have the perk on. Jesus Christ, why does that why did he just scream like Tarzan? Drone. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I have that thing on my side right now. I think I just need to wait that out. Yeah, there's a timer there. It looks like I'm just, yep. But I can be searched for. I have a repair buff right now because of one of the perks since I finished a generator with somebody else. Alright, we just one more. The battery's gonna fall off here. It falls off rather quickly. It doesn't seem like it's gonna have... That's when it just goes now. What do I have to do with that? Do I have to interact with myself? Alright. Easy enough to interact with. Eve, good to see you. Hello. Can't hear any sound. Oh, you're right. The game sound is not on right now. My audio is on, but not my game sound. I apologize. I just need to change that real quick. Sorry about that. Thank you, Eve. All right, there we go. Everything should be better now. Just need to get through that quick enough. Yeah, it looks like there's that build-up bar. Oh, okay. We can get the healing going there. And then it also goes away. Very interesting. And then the mark is completely gone here. We also got the teamwork there. Oh, so once we finished healing someone, I now have a speed buff around... let's see if we can use this. Yeah, it's only within a certain distance, so I do lose out on it after a while. I want to go grab that drone, but she's in chase with... Just gonna go grab it. It's covering this generator pretty well. It wasn't scanning me, that's interesting. It's a very interesting show there. Isn't your first game? This is my first game on the PTB right now. We have yet to go up against okay, that's actually false. This is my second game. I went to go get screenshots the other day to prepare for today. And the literal first game I drop in is a clown. It is a clown who's sweating for 4K. I respect it. But two people DC'd is when they got down for the first time. So I wasn't able to get a screenshot that I wanted, but I was able to find a base for a thumbnail all the same, thanks to my editor-in-chief. So, second game on the PTB, first game against the Skull Merchants. I think it's just the people they DC'd because they didn't want to go up against the clown. They want to go up against the new killer kind of thing. Which is fine, but it's like you know you're going to instantly ruin the game for everyone else. I suppose they feel the same about people playing the clown, but there's a lot of new perks in the game. If like those killers are trying to test out new perks or want to try new maps with killers they like and they don't necessarily even want to play the new killer, they just want to play killer on new things. People don't understand that. No heal, okay. Like before, like I used to just get the teachables off of survivors, and then I wouldn't, if I didn't really care for the survivor, I wanted to play with all the other perks, I would get the teachables on them, and then play someone who had every other perk in the game, and then get the 3 perks instead of having to get like 100 perks on one person. You have to get 3 perks on one person. It's like, it's way easier. Just get the teachables and transfer it over. It's not like that anymore, but that's was a major reason before. Gotta be a little careful here. Doctor Who, good to see ya. Hello, hello. Is that inside of the range? Is this? It does. It looks like it's a... I hope we're doing well today. We're enjoying ourselves some Skull Merchant gameplay. Looks like we're playing FFR Revolution. Oh shit! I forgot that she's oblivious when she stands inside those inside the realms there, or inside of those. Swing and a miss. I have some extra speed here. Oh, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough though. It was not enough. She got me. Back and forth. I don't think we're in a... Oh my goodness, what is this animation? I think it's the killer's lag. You can see the symbol on the side that's showing that we have a little bit of a desync happening. I think that's why. She was kind of skipping around. Why did the new survivors, both survivors, the brother and the sister, yell very loud? Yeah, that's what I love about the PTB, since it's free, and if you have access to it on Steam, it's like, yeah, you almost just have to kind of drop on it. The new chapter certainly has been divisive. I perused, I don't know why, it melts your mind, but I looked at Reddit, I've looked at Twitter responses, I've looked at Steam community responses and stuff like that, in the response to certain statements, but it looks like people love the new survivors. Generally love the new survivors. I haven't seen anything negative said about the new survivors. They love the brother and sister. They love the Brazilian representation. They love all these separate things. But it seems like the killer is divisive. It seems like the killer is the most divisive thing, where the people either just flat out love the killer, or they're just like, it's a silly design, or they're very much against it. I like the killer's power. I think the design is certainly a little silly. The mask is a little silly. I was hoping I wish she was more cybernetic, like she had like crazy cybernetic implants and stuff like in her face instead of like the half bedazzled gas mask. But I think her power is very fun. I think seeing her power, the drones are very fun. I think the Mori is super lame. Like, there's a lot of good things about her, and then there's a lot of, like, weirdly bad things about her that just kind of, like, they don't align with one another. Oh, good music. So I can see why people are up and down on her. I really want to just see her get more cybernetic. Like, if she looked more like a cyborg, I think that would be cool. Like, and then have, like, fleshy rip out of her implants and, like, have, like... Am I running into her or away from her? Away from her. If it wasn't like an exoskeleton, like the actual entire arm was replaced with a metal arm, and then it also had like the spikes at the end, and that was her weapon. But then again, there's other designs I don't like of other killers, so it's like she's not like the first killer ever. She just doesn't seem like she's a Dead by Daylight killer. She seems like more of a survivor build than a... Thank you. Or she seems like a survivor with, like, attachments to her. Not like... It's weird to describe. I love the new map. I love her ability. Again, I love the drones. I love her ability. The Mori's kind of lame. I think they could have done more with that, like with the drones and whatever, but... Yeah, and that's another thing, too. That's a really good point. A lot of this is not the chapter that's going to bring... This is sadly not the chapter that's going to bring people running back to Dead by Daylight right now. This ain't it, Chief. Oh, someone just got Mori'd. Not Mario bullshit's only on her. Oh wait, yes she is. If she had a... I can't open that. Again, I think the perks are great too. I think some great perks, great new things added. Killer perks look good. The survivor perks look good. Barely. Just gotta run wide here. I like the music. I like the chase music. Yeah, Dead by Daylight with friends is probably just an odd, like it's almost always a go-to, like how to have fun playing Dead by Daylight for free. Not that it should always come to that, but let's put this down. It's just close enough. the right group, it could be very nice. Let's see what we can do here. Which one can move in? This is not the door that's open. Let's go back out the front door. How much slugs at 5 gonna take? Excuse me. Can I not interact with the drones right now? Why can I not interact with that drone? I'm just gonna commit to it out here. She gets me, she gets me. I'm just sorry, getting down right over there. Can I not interact with the drone until I'm exposed? Interesting. Oh my god, imagine there's Blood Warden. Tell me there's Blood Warden. We're out of there. Earn shards for chapters, yeah. I gotta check on the add-ons. There's a lot of fun interactions that the add-ons actually have with this killer's power. Yeah, I needed to be completely exposed before I could lock onto it, before I could break it. I like that the oblivious status effect right here lingers. Like, that's fun. Like a lot of the things are nice. Like, I like the power manipulation. It's just like she has such a weird aesthetic to her that just feels so that doesn't feel right necessarily right. Maybe her legendary swap would be like a much more robotic looking individual. But maybe it's just not for me, and there's plenty. I love so many other things, and maybe a lot of people are like this. I can't say for sure. It matters not, because I think more of the good outweighs the bad of this chapter. And thankfully the bad is when it comes to like I suppose like individual interests, not so much like it's say like
Pronta quando você tiver.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize they had dialogue to one another while they were in the lobby together. That's pretty cool. Obviously, I have to assume that's Portuguese. Time to play as the brother. Renato. Yeah, I feel like she could definitely use maybe a little more with that. Don't forget the sweat on the PTB. We can't have fun here. What? Yeah, and I think that's what, go to your point on that one, Doctor Who. I think that's the main problem with MMR. A lot of MMR in the game, or where MMR is in the game. When you've played so much Dead by Daylight, the more you play, you are not rewarded for playing. Like, it's like, I know it sounds weird, but you're not rewarded for playing more and doing well. And on either side. You are not rewarded. Hey, Roy, good to see you. Happy Thanatophobia Thursday, I wish. I haven't seen it yet. But you're not rewarded on either side for doing well. The more games you escape, the more 4Ks you get, the tougher and tougher every one of your games are going to be. The more you have to play at the top of your game, the strongest that you can with the best perks you can, and the best strategy that you can. Every time, the better you do, you have to, it does not reward, it is, yes, rewarding as a challenge maybe, but I believe that is exactly why Dead by Daylight is sorely missing a ranked MMR queue or a a queue based on a ranking system that the community and Dead by Daylight as a company can come up with. I do not think that MMR belongs into a mixed solo slash Swift slash hello there. Get this time right away, let it break it. But I think that would do a lot for people. I think having a MMR based queue, and what I mean by matchmake ranking queue is I mean a system in a lot of multiplayer games that makes it so that there's a place where competitive people can go to be competitive. And then there's a place that people just want to experience, like play Dead by Daylight. Maybe they want to test something, they want to take it easy, they want to take a much more relaxed queue. They're getting placed with people that may be below their skill level, above their skill level, to both help them, to both hurt them, to both take it easy, where the killers are sometimes either above their skill level or below their skill level, around their skill level, whatever is just the quickest way to match them up, to play them randomly, to throw everything, throw all types of, a lot of different types of consideration into wind. I think that would do a lot for the health of the game. For me personally too, I think that would help a lot, because I would like the separation to both, like, have that time where I'm feeling like I'm on point. I want to like take it as serious as possible, and then there's points where I just want to kick back, relax, and test, you know, a no middle build on or something like that, you know. Pete, good to see you in the chat there. Yeah, you don't have to like throw games, and like I would like it so you don't have to like have your, like, if you want to play against people that aren't 4-man Swifts or close to like just like the best some of the best individual survivors, because you win a lot of your games on a certain killer, and you're getting constantly matching against people who are going to have the best items, the best perks, the best, and do nothing but that, because they want, and that's good, they can play like that. If they want to play like that, I'm happy. But going up against that every time because you're not getting rewarded because you can put people that you're winning, or you can win against people that are not necessarily the best, or not, that don't bring the best items. It just constantly makes it so you know, we're just all competing to get to the top of it. There's no competitive system. We're just all, everyone's being mashed up. The better you do, the less easier games are. And that's fine. Again, I gotta keep saying that's fine. But not all the time. Gotta have a quick play. If you've played just about any multiplayer game, you're familiar with what I'm talking about. There's almost always a system to separate people who want to play in the competitive system and play, like, essentially be on comp teams, like, it's like play as if they're on comp teams always. There's that, and that's fine. And sometimes you want like one of those people on your team, or whatever. And sometimes it's perfectly okay to have that randomly, have that be random if they're like playing in quick play or something like that. But it's just all the time, especially on the killer end, it can be just exhausting, mentally exhausting. Because like me, I can think about it. I don't play a lot of killers, but I play a few killers a lot, you know? So when I get on like a big win, like a big kill streak or a big win streak, quote unquote, on killers, it's like, I have to go up against survivors that are insanely good. I don't randomly just get put against all the Dead by Daylight player base, which is fine. If I wanted to do that, but if I want to just randomly go up against a lot of people and just try to get like a big kill streak against all types of Dead by Daylight players, it would be a lot more fun to do that when I wasn't constantly being, if I got 3 4Ks in a row, then well, screw me, I'm going up against the best perk. Everyone has the best perk, so I'm going up against a really good Swift, or like this, that, or the other thing. That's where kind of I feel like MMR is right now. It does not take long to instantly go up against really good players that you are probably not prepared for. Yeah, you don't want a main event. You don't need a main event every night. It doesn't need to be a main event match every single time you go in. I see you. I respect that she gave herself up to die and get that last generator done. I respect the crap out of that. Yeah, every rank reset, yeah, and then you get people running to get rank 1, everyone doing their best to max out their ranks as soon as possible. And again, there should, all I'm saying, there should just be a separation of MMR-based matchmaking and random matchmaking. I just think that's just an easy W. And also can be easily implemented. Swing right there. Try to get away from him. Gonna spread our work out a little bit. Just a really crappy window. Oh, I already used this. Nice. I think if I quick vaulted that, I could have made it, but she didn't try to mind game it. She just immediately just forced me into the... That was nice. She just outplayed me. I don't even worry about getting ranked up anymore at this play. That's exactly how I feel about the ranking system. As much as I'd love... I mean, it is nice that inevitably you usually get the rank 1. I don't know why people even sweat over getting rank 1, because by the time you get, like, you play enough Dead by Daylight, you almost always get to rank 1. If you just kind of play enough, not even necessarily have to, like, play well enough. Oh shit, you're great. Sorry, sis. Oh, that dead heart though. No, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't, but then it wasn't it. Oh, and then the DC immediately. I respect it. Oh, was that a one-hook special though? Wait a second, we're in there. One-hook special time, guys. We can't. Time I do that, I've realized I stiffen up after a lot of games, and then when you start dancing around, when you start loosening up after playing a game so seriously, you're like, okay, whew, okay, good reset, everyone, good reset. Let's get back in there. It's okay. It's okay. I had to point out my MMR is broken. Piggy's one of the main right now, despite that I literally first time play with her. I get good God Survivor. Yeah, because there's a soft MMR, there's an individual MMR for killers, and then there's a base MMR that everyone had that was given to them when that rank, when the MMR was put in at first. So if you played killer at all on your account before the that MMR update happened, and you played killer a lot, or you're a rank 1 killer even once, for all of your killers that you haven't even played, get set at that level. All of the killers that you will play in the future are set at that level. Any new killer that comes out are set at that level. Like there was a blank level applied to you for playing well before that MMR update hit. Sorry for writing paragraphs. Don't worry about it. See, I care more about my personal performance than the winning DVD. Yeah. That's exactly. It's why, and that's why Solar Survivor. It's easier with that mindset. You can have. That's why again the separation of have it when you're feeling when you really want to play competitive and you want to like grind out that rank, play however many games you need, do what you got to do, enjoy it, whatever. But then like when you're done with it, then you just like sit back, play your casual games. You want to just play one tonight or two tonight. You only have time for one or two. You don't want to be playing ranked. You don't want to do like ranked highest M. If you had ranked MMR, and if you had like good games the other night, now you're gonna go up against Nurse Blight, Wesker, Huntress, or something like that. You know, you're not gonna. Let's talk about our perks real quick. We're. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be too negative. I always feel this way about MMR. Excuse me. It's not so much that it's a problem. I just think it can be. It's something that can be so easily solved because they have systems in place to already gauge certain things. I think they can make an easy separation. Got gold in TFT and then stop caring. Yeah, you just like you get the rank you want, you play until you want, and then it's like you don't always want to play. It's like sometimes you just want practice, and bots ain't it. Bots are not going to be the practice you need. The bots are good, but they're not like playing against the randomness that is Dead by Daylight. It can't be. Do mean piggy games? Absolutely. I mean, you should know that every time you play pig on your account, that you actually get put on a blacklist by behavior. Just so you know, it's a common thing, common knowledge. Actually, we just found out. Yeah, sometimes you just want to run. Sometimes you want No Mother Monday not to be on the ring. And I absolutely would say that contributes to a ton of player burnout or like retention rate on people, especially when it comes to like mid when I say mid-tier and high-tier players, I mean mid-tier as in like people that are playing that just like got their first 100 hours of playing, and then high-tier players that are probably over the 250-hour mark. And I know that sounds like a lot, but there's so much to know and to learn. There's so many different tactics, different combinations. It's hard to even keep up with a lot of the possibilities that are available in Dead by Daylight, because a lot of, again, there's no separation between comp and normal play. So it's like comp players can play one certain way, and then normal players can play a certain way. And against the same player, it'd be completely separate outcomes in the same map. Be confused on why they're running certain perks, why the killer's playing a certain way. Like seeing comp killer play and normal killer play, it's like just like that. It's just crazy. It's a different Dead by Daylight, as it is with a lot of different ranked games too. I think her Turi is just cut up because she was within the drone range. Alright, let's talk about the DLC a little more. I'm playing the sister now out of the both of them. Talita. Aria. I think that's how you say her name, Talita. I may be wrong on that. No, I'm looking away at chat. I'm trying to... Have you seen the top level? Yeah, I have not. I can't say I have. You'd be the one. You're gonna let me know how that meta's working, please. By God! We're not gonna take it. Oh, we're gonna take it actually. Never mind. There's no pallets. Don't hurt me, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared again. Being oblivious a few seconds after getting out of the thing is crazy. It's so scary. I would be so worried right now if I couldn't tell them people were there. Especially with the new markers on the, oh, she's looking at me. But she's still... So she's still chasing, obsession. I do like the introduction of new mini-games to interact with the killer's power. I wish they had something like that for like the pig's box, and then also like the Cenobite cube. I wish there was like movements you had to do, like you had to solve, like you had to look at the puzzle and actually solve it. It wasn't like something you just held. It was an actual puzzle. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I had so much time to see her not come back there. She's actually kind of tiny, so it's her head kind of disappeared for a second, so I wasn't sure if she was going all the way over there or not. I just went quick to try to get extra room there, and that was my downfall. They yell for so... Why do the brother and sister yell for so long? It's not that it's loud, it is the length of the scream seems twice the amount of any other scream. Yeah. They just added a killer with a, whatchamacallit, the actual, the blades. I forget the wrist blades, what they're called on the Predators, but the, yeah, that's what they're gonna have. They're gonna have a mock Predator skin. The world's greatest hunter. With her backstory, it made her seem like she was, at some point, turned into the Predator. What is going on here? I mean, they saved him, but I'm probably gonna get 2 staves, huh? Maybe? No? Maybe? No? This guy's gonna run into walls. Maybe? Well, Mick, you wanna heal me too? I trust you. I'm not sure if that's a smart idea. I just need a break, yeah. It's always, I mean, and I always say that too, it's just good to take a break however long it is. We've taken so many breaks from Dead by Daylight, different breaks from Dead by Daylight before and during our streaming time with it. It's very important to do so. Why did we both just scream right there? Very strange. He immediately misses the skill check when he gets off. Oh, absolutely. I don't even know how... I can't imagine it would be that impossible to get the Predator or a Predator just like... I can't imagine it would be that difficult to get that head together. Come on. It would just literally be print... Whatever you would pay to get the IP, you would make back tenfold, and how much money you'd be printing from how many people would come back and play the game, how many people would buy it that are playing the game right now. How much you could do with extra skins on the game. I mean, come on. That's it right there. I'm gonna go for a save on the side. Why am I screaming again? These screams keep on happening. I'm misunderstanding something. It might be the totem that I... I might have the Knight's Totem. I forget the name of the screaming perk. Really wants this guy. Nope. Slow vaulted it. I hesitated on the angle. I had plenty of time to take the proper angle, but I wiggled it. I wiggled it. Wiggled it. That or the nerfed Eruption. Yeah, they, Eruption went from, like, S-tier generator defense for killers to, haha, the same joke that, Hex Ruin was the first time it was changed to. I mean, Hex Ruin is still kind of a joke, but... I haven't seen such a visceral gutting of a perk in a while, so I don't know who... Someone was making a lot of noise, that's all I gotta say. Somebody was making a lot of noise. Granted, Eruption was definitely strong, so maybe like a minor tweaking of the times that it did what it did, but a complete overhaul of the perk. And I mean, I would call it a complete overhaul, really. Why do they nerf killer perks at the absolute oblivion? Because there's 4 times as many survivor voices, I think, of one killer voice. And I don't mean that as a bad thing, I just mean that that's just generally how the game is meant to be balanced. Like, it's meant to be 1 versus 4, so there's going to be a smaller killer base to the survivor base, like there has to be, so the game can play normally. So even if something is not necessarily meant to be nerfed all the way into oblivion, it gets to that point because of just how loud it can be from one side to another. But then it said the same thing about both sides. Then they're like, oh, Dead Hard was nerfed into oblivion, and it's like, not really, but everyone's just gonna complain. I think that's probably the right answer. Let's just say everyone's upset. Oh my god. I would love for them to, since so much of the game is like play tested for free by survivors and killers, shouldn't like a lot of survivors and killers have say into the balancing of things? So like they have great ideas, right? There's great ideas on perks and new things being added to the game, new killers, new perks, all that stuff. But when it comes to certain like rebalancing, like when they come up with an idea and then they want to rebalance it, I like the community's opinion obviously has a very loud voice, but why not like leave it to like not like a multiple choice, but like have multiple options for something to play out. Be like, okay, so on a developer end, this is what we're thinking. This is what you suggested. This is the compromise between those two ideas. This is something else entirely different. Like, have multiple ideas for the community to come together and test and, like, go through. Like, they have great PTBs, like, have different PTBs where, like, the different balances changes and, like, have that all expand PTB to console and other things. Like, have it, I don't know. I feel like the community is already such a big playtester for... as a whole for behavior that they should go the extra step and give us more, could give us more control, possibly in helping with the rebalancing on perks. It's like, who knows better than 1,000 voices having varying opinions and then trying to figure out where the answer is between all of that. Maybe that's just chaos, but who knows? Again, I could just be crazy. I'm just a dumb man on the internet talking to a screen right now, so... Alright, looks like we're going to have our mod Pete join us in for some PTB testing. That means he's ready to get smacked around by the new killer with me. Ready to get his skull rattled. Pun intended, I got my 1. Actually, I get 3 because I'm a dad, so I get multiple puns a day. That's the first one. If I get out of line, and just let me know. Let me know, of course. Alright, what's going on here? Everything looks good right now. They should do is have the Fog Whisperers sign NDAs and discuss the health of the game, the test idea. I mean, a lot of that too. It's like you have again they already base so much off of community response and stuff. And like just give a little bit more, just a little bit more responsibility, and just the seed, you know, PTB the your audience. Just test them out. It's alright, just test them out. Alright, just gonna wait for, again. Many throughout the day, yeah. Real talk, the Butchered Ruin, Pop, and now Eruption. What's next? Overcharge, Cobb, yeah. Dude, if they touch Overcharge, and I swear they actually hate killers. They actually have something against killers, and people that want any chance of having a variety of different things to try in their game. It's either that, or maybe they have like another good killer perk down the line that they're just they're like let them cook. They're just like let it cook. It's like some crazy good killer perk that's coming out down the line. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's coming down the line. I mean, I like the haste effect. I liked some of the killer perks that came out with the Skull Merchant. She has a haste off of breaking pallets, which can be very, very useful. Imagine pairing that with a few certain add-ons, with a few certain killers. I can see that. Oh, that's cool. I love that they have unique dialogue with one another. Oh, you know what I can do? You know what? There should be a subtitle. I wonder... There we go. I'll put large text on. It's actually quite helpful. None needed though. Alright, that should be fine. Alright. Now I wonder if the subtitles will be translated or if the subtitles will still be in Portuguese. The only thing I like on this PTB are the map redesigns and the any means buff. That's it. Yeah, the any means necessary buff was great. Out of left field, they were like, "Hey, this perk was kind of useless. We thought it was going to be a broken perk, and then it ended up just being a dead perk, a less than 1%er." And then they were like, "Let's just say, hey, F it. Just take the cooldown off completely. Reset every single pallet you want to. Every single pallet, it's yours. It's in the palm of your hands." It's all yours now. People start complaining too. This is what the problem. Yeah, it's just always you can never make people happy. That's why it's just another reason to just leave a lot of some of this stuff to the community. Just be like, fight among yourselves. Whatever you choose a majority, just get mad at each other. We threw it your way. We made decisions. We came out with the content. We did all the original stuff. We came out with the stuff from the IPs. We're still doing the base. We're just trying to help out the community and do our best to balance, so you guys can just play the game. The main thing they want is everyone to have fun. The big things they always say is fun. They want to keep the aesthetics of everything. They want to make sure that everything kind of fits in the universe. Everything falls in line with the universe. So they want to keep it horror. Everything just gotta kind of be horror. And then they recently started saying that they want to start. They kind of mentioned having the separation between casual play and people. Like they want to have a competitive scene. But again, that doesn't work. That doesn't work unless you have a separation of quick play type matchmaking, which is just like a Wild West, which is what it kind of, there used to be a time in Dead by Daylight that was very much like that. And then there is the highly competitive side of Dead by Daylight, which is, again, perfectly fine. I think people want both. And then you're going to have people who just want one or the other, and that's fine too. Everyone gets what they want. And you have a massive of enough player radius to do so. Why? So I don't know what add-on this is, but I'm starting with that on my back. That's interesting. Looks definitely have to be in. I have to assume this is probably a iridescent add-on. Purple at least. Has to minimum be purple add-on. Is the battery not running out? Am I just... No, okay. The time it took me to open that treasure box is... I wasted time. When I play against the Blight, I was on the door, recovered my character. Oh, my character could help me in the text on screen on the floor. Yeah. Oh, it just expired. So what is that, like a lethal pursuer for her? Because if she can just check where people are right in the beginning, she just has that's just a built-in lethal pursuer as an add-on. Yeah, I think there should be quick play solos, quick play Swift, quick ranked solos, and ranked Swift. That's how about that? Can we agree on that? Would everyone be? That seems reasonable to me. That seems very reasonable. Quick play solos where everyone you're playing with or against is solos. And then quick play Swifts where everyone can either be solos if they're silly and they're solo going into the Swift thing by themselves. Or you can just expect Swift. On the killer end, I'm not sure how you would balance that because I think that might thin out the killer's player base a lot if they were allowed to choose between going up against only solos, only Swifts, only ranked solos, only ranked Swifts. Oh, it reset my timer. Oops. Damn it. I don't want to get killed there. Yeah, and then have like a rotating fun mode. Like that would be a good one to have for a rotating mode. Locks out like so for a competitive scene. I think have that be part of the competitive scene. Have like the have like a certain amount of each perk or certain categories of each perk where you can only have one perk from this category, one perk from that category. When you're playing as a Swift, the team can only have one of this, like only one person can run dead hard, only one person can run of each perk when you're doing Swifts and stuff like that, when you're going into the Swift lobby. And then have rotating game mode where you have like where you have to be perkless. Like everyone is perkless. The killer is perkless, no add-ons. Survivors are perkless, no add-ons. That would be a rotating fun game mode out of nowhere. This person's being left alone. I saw the other person. Never mind. Oh, you fool. I don't know why. I think this would just be easy. I might just be ignorant on the matter. I feel like this would be because again, the community would come together and you would be able to see like, hey, maybe as a killer, have a banning system, be able to ban 4 perks, okay? You can ban 4 perks as a killer or 5 perks as a killer, okay? Ban them. What are you gonna do? You're gonna ban every single exhaustion perk? You're gonna try to ban every single... You can't ban every actual useful perk. You can ban the most annoying perks in the game, so you don't have to deal with them, and then the survivors have to think of, oh, how can I play the game without this, that, or the other thing? You know, like, how cool would that be? And the same thing with the survivors. Have them be able to ban perks. I'm gonna ban Know It. No, I'm not gonna ban Know It, but you know what I mean? Like, just ban what you don't want. Like, having every survivor be able to ban like 2 perks or 1 perks or something like that. Come up with a ranked mode. We can do it, people. We can do it. If I can brainstorm a half shitty idea that might work, then right now, then we can do it as a developer. There would definitely be a way we can balance a competitive multiplayer mode and also have just a Wild West quick play where everyone can just run whatever they want and just play against whoever, just all different types of skill levels. You can have both, and there's a thirst for it. There's a big enough player base for it. It would only expand the player base because, again, you would have the people that are fine doing both. You'd have the people who only want the competitive. And then, again, you just would have everyone would get what they want. And again, when you're leaving all this to the community, who are they gonna blame? They're gonna blame each other. They can't even blame them. You can't even put the blame on you anymore. Just walk it off and be like, whatever, you guys wanted this. You chose this. You said this perk, this perk, this perk, and that perk. Well, wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough. I saw dissolution right there, so I didn't want to find a pallet to vault over. Yeah, it's again. It just seems like these things that I'm like these very general, vague, dumb, stupid head idea, Lionheart. Like I'm just like, these are just things that are just quickly coming to my mind and that have been talked before by the community and are general grievances on top of things that they love. Again, everyone loves different types of aspects. Everyone loves different aspects of Dead by Daylight for different reasons. And expanding the modes like that, and expanding a playlist, expanding and pushing the health of the game, the game direction that way, just seems like a no-brainer. I love these drones, though. Holy crap, these drones are cool. I love this new mini game thing. Again, like cool things like that. You gotta take everything great that is great. Those drones, that mini game, the power. I like a lot of these things. I like that it can make an insta kill. I love that when you disable her drones, she can see where you are. She can track you without having to find you. She's an instant way of finding you with her power. She just looks like a weird, like a rave inventor. I'm gonna kick that. I got time to take this off so she can't track me anymore. She can camp gen something fierce though. I kinda wish that her power couldn't be used so close to generators, but then again, how could you protect the generator? I suppose you can only have so many out at the same time. You gotta just really watch out for a 3-gen. Seems like that'd be a problem. A ton of information. I think we might have set ourselves up into that right now. We gotta break one of these out. Just waiting for Dead Hard, yeah. The new Dead Hard is pretty annoying for that exact reason, since you can kind of almost same frame a lot of killer's attacks because of the fact there's like a wind up to the killer attack, even a short attack. So you can just kind of hold on to Dead Hard for 10 seconds, and it's just or you have to guess as a killer if they have Dead Hard, since it's such a popular perk. It's still the most popular exhaustion perk. So it's like, it's the thing of like, oh, that's why you don't, like, why I hate, like, the mindset of slugging. It's like, oh, they have Unbreakable. Someone's gonna have Unbreakable. I'm gonna leave 2 people on the ground while this person injured right in front of me is running into a dead zone, but they're both gonna have Unbreakable. And I have to deal with that, or all 3 of them have Dead Hard, and I have to wait it out every single killer, every single one of them, just because it's on your mind, just because of the possibility, just because of the strength. Oh no! Damn it! You saw nothing, chat. That was the first run at hack I actually messed up. A broke combo. Yeah, just saying, I'm right with you on Dead Hard. I'd rather run Lithe or Sprint Burst only because I suck at using Dead Hard. It's not a matter of its strength, it's a matter of me sucking. But I recognize when I can use Dead Hard proficiently, when I am well practiced with it, it is by far still the strongest perk to use. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is you have to wait so long for Dead Hard, and it's like sometimes you don't see Dead Hard until 8 seconds, and it's like, okay, good, now 8 seconds pass by, still all the same. Shit. Going in. Over my actual dead body. Let's do this. Drone out and then the kick for overcharge. She really does have a lot of presence that way, being able to check, see, find where you are, punish people who take it away. Because it's not like you can blind it and it goes away, you have to hack it. And then once you hack it, you can still be, the person who did it can still be found and tracked. And then if you don't, then you can be insta-killed, so it's terrible if you're at full health. I thought you saw me, thanks, truth. I gotta tap that generator. Dead here. Flew too close to the sun. I took off overcharge though, just in time, and I hacked the device. Okay, she's rotating back to that gen first. Good, 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 good. It might just be enough time. It might just be enough time. You don't have to worry about Dead Hard yet. And that's like the thing, I can't, that's why I like don't take people seriously when they say like, oh, Dead Hard's not a problem. But then won't be like, okay, only one person can run Dead Hard on the team at a time. And they're like, no, that's too restrictive. And it's like, there's 30, like 40% of the player base runs it as their exhaustion perk. And it's like, okay, it's like, you can't take away, it's like there's no concession, but there's no admittance to the problem or what the, like where the, what's the strongest thing, what can be changed, what can be nerfed, what can be tweaked, stuff like that. Absolutely needs to be room for discussion on tweaking things and having game modes and balancing the gameplay around, like not having, like being able to play a game mode where there's not 4 Dead Hards or there's 4 of the same perk that are that's the strongest perk currently balanced at the time. Oh my god, this generator was like 90% done. It is goodbye. Tell me she's just coming back here to check. Fuck me dead. Pardon my French. Yep, and then drone. Damn it. So I just have to leave here because she can just expose me. I forgot how quick the drone goes off here. drone doesn't matter now since, of course, I really don't have anywhere to go over here. You see me. Oh no. Must have been another generator over there. Alright, so she has some very powerful... She's just gonna see me. I'm marked right here. She can just see me. What am I even trying to hide for her? Nope, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna try to get the shack here. She can put out a drone at this point. She's literally just trying to get tier 3 off of chasing me right here. Let's do it. Wasn't in time. I'll wait the 10 out of 10 Mori. Wait a second. They could have done so much more with the drones and the Moris. I wish they, like... I know you can't, like, take the skull out of someone, but I would have loved her to see her, like, take the skull and make a drone or something. Yeah, sometimes their balancing is a little bit of a problem with the fact that they go from, like, hey, you made a really good perk, just tweak it a little bit, to, like, oh, you gutted it, and now it is a hollow shell of its former self. Yeah, that's interesting. Purple add-on. Oh, any type of... That's also very nice. Infrared upgrade. I was surprised they didn't use this more often, just breaking the pallet, because of the fact that when you, it just makes you go quicker at 120% movement speed compared to a survivor. It's such a bad Mori. It's just I know a lot of people have said it. I didn't even think of it at first, but it definitely just looks like a more tame, a kind of a more lame version of the Freddy Mori. Let's switch back. We're just going back and forth between the two survivors right now. But yeah, they the scanning is not. The scanning doesn't scare me as a survivor. When I get scanned before someone stabs me, it's not the scan beforehand that's getting me. And that didn't get me. That's why the drone is not the scary part of it. Like, I wish she took the head off or something. I mean, can we get that gruesome, or can we talk about beheading when we're, like, killing and sacrificing people and murdering and torturing people? Can we go that far? Are we allowed to go that far for the? Can we go as far as decapitation? Have them chop the head off and put it into, like, put them on the belt or something, put them in a bag, being like another one for the collection or something like that. Yeah, I mean, the hag eats your liver. The hag takes your liver out to sustain her and give her power. Your liver is her lunch, dinner, breakfast, brunch, tea time, second tea time. And I think the only reason, and again, probably the only reason why we can even have criticism, even talk about things like this, and have such opinions and such strong opinions, is because we hold the rest of Dead by Daylight up to such a high standard. They have proven that they can produce consistent and high quality original killers and take like very clever spins of content that the IPs that they're buying and merge them into the Dead by Daylight universe. They have shown time and time again how competent they can be when they can get an A+ over and over again. So when it feels like something's even a little bit off the mark, everyone's just like, and then just instant comparisons, and it's like. So it's the only reason we're very lucky to have everything else beforehand, and that's why we have even a base or a way to compare the rest of the quality of everything else that what we're experiencing to what else we have gotten, and that's important. All right, let's go, Chaka, bro. This is the new map right here, so let's go get ourselves acquainted. Don't move a muscle. Nope! The drone's gonna see us. If you don't move, it can't see you. She's a T-Rex. I love the new inside of this map, though. I love the new movement of this tree. This was such a terrible map beforehand. I think this is probably one of the best looking new maps we've had in a very long time. Or updated, like an update to a map. She's over there, I see her, I just don't want to get too close to her while she can observe where I am on the radar. Dude, the mobile NetEase DVD Moris, that, like, there's special Moris you can get for different killers, are so freaking cool, and it makes me wonder why, like, I know that someone has thought about it before, but I have no idea why they haven't tried monetizing Dead by Daylight Moris yet, like unique Mori, special Mori, gimmick Moris for the holidays, like something like someone skewering someone with a Christmas tree or something like that, or like smashing a pumpkin over someone's head and doing like. I am so surprised that we do not have like a million different type of Moris. Like the Moris are not monetized. I'm very surprised. I think we just saw Paladin. Compared to Wesker, yeah. I mean, when we're talking about, like, that's what I mean. It's like when no one can say that Wesker wasn't close to, like, it was not at least an A to an S tier killer because of the fact that unique power, usable in chase, usable in getting across the map, very strong add-ons, strong this, excellent look, excellent voice lines, excellent skins, excellent support for the character, just everything down the line, excellent sound design, excellent power balancing, like things that went with the flow with the game. Again, the second chapter of an IP that has already been very much that is very much loved and respected in the horror genre. And that's what I mean, when you have stuff like that to be compared against, like it's only ever gonna be I think it's the haste effect. I am exposed, I am dead. So I think that was Brutal Strength, Dragon's Grip, and Haste Effect to bait someone, to make sure that you could catch up to someone. After Dragon's Grip. That's what I mean. I'm surprised they don't have that. Yeah, like the bounce, like the different bouncing techs and the different movement, different types of movement you're granted. So it's like he's okay when you first get to know him, and then super high skill ceiling, so that once you get good with him, he's real. Like you can get a lot more value than you could when you first laid hands on practicing the killer, and that's very important for rewarding like gameplay of that killer and learning how to play them, respecting them. Yeah, the rebound tech is crazy how good that works. It's silly how useful that is on so many different loops. So, like, before it was impossible to work with him, and now he's just incredibly swiftly dangerous around them. But if you do well, and then again, yeah. But then again, if you start getting those 4Ks, you're going to be playing real well as Wesker, and you've learned all these great things, and you've learned how to play this character well, and you've played him so much. But now that you're constantly winning, you're constantly going up against people who have the strongest perks in the game, the strongest items in the game. You're going to have medkits and flashlights and toolboxes galore. You're never going to see an empty hand in your life. You're constantly going up against Swifts and duos and people that are just really good solos. Because they're also doing good, and then they're going to go up against you, who have been doing really good, who knows all these things. They're going to be using who's going to be using good perks. I just left that Michaela to die. I'm sorry, Domos. And the cycle of life continues. And such is that. Oppression. See if we can save this, That ain't us, Chief. Drink water, you're right. Holy moly, no wonder. Actually... Oh, yeah, that hit the spot. I got some biscotti I'm gonna have after this match. I gotta get myself some tea. Alright, second time is the charm, right? You need to get the Primus from the COD Zombies. Yes. Break the cycle. And see, I'd be fine with like a system to have like let killers and survivors like change their shit once they're like in ranks. Like say you gotta ban a killer or ban a it's like perks or something like that. It'd be so useful. So you just give back. You just give. Uh-oh. She's on me. I can hear her footsteps. There she is. What I mean is like let the killer switch killers in the middle of the round, like not middle of the round, but the middle of the lobby. Like if you ban perks, let me switch my killer. Let me switch. Make sure I have all these things ready to go. Make sure the perk builds identify you when there's a perk that's been banned, something like that. Her house is fancy, yes. It has a very fancy top floor, and then like I'm the hunter from Jurassic Park 2 vibe. The cycle of life and death continues. I will win, you will die. Watching everyone run around. Run! Run! This person's zigzagging their way all the way over here. I love it. That's a good question. We probably should try to get at least one killer round in while we're here. I just don't have too much time to stream today. I got a lot of packing to do. I got to travel a few states over on some emergency family business soon. So we wouldn't even be streaming if we'd have some offline content. If the PTB wasn't out right now, we probably wouldn't be streaming. I'll tell you that right now. We're just so busy, but I had to find some time to get on and try this new chapter. I just have to, out of obligation for all of you guys, obligation for myself, and just making sure that we stay on top of content and keeping up with everything Dead by Daylight the best that we can. And we have. So I forgot that's my exhaustion perk. I have the 6 seconds of sprint burst after I unhook somebody. Chase, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate it. I appreciate that, Evelyn. Evil within. I would say Evelyn. I want to say Evelyn because of a League of Legends character, but Eve. How we doing? We're doing all right. We could be better with a lot of stuff outside Dead by Daylight, but we're doing real good inside Dead by Daylight, so we'll take that. That's what we're here for. Either greatness or fails. We got nothing in between. Go big or go home. Or get the drone. Good luck. I saw her there. I didn't want her. Ow. Yowie, wowie. Heal me on the tree. Use Mother Nature's energy. He's very quiet injured noises. He's a very, it's very muted. It's like he's lost his voice while he's injured, you know? That makes any sense? We definitely got ourselves into another 3-gen situation over here. Beautiful workshop. I love the colors of her workshop. She should have put out another drone here. First time 4 of the same in one. That's interesting. I wonder if this is just outside. Damn it, of course it's not. Gotta get used to the pallets on this app. They're in a very weird position. Basement here? No. That's not a basement. I love the sounds too. I love those little, those like chunky keyboard sounds. You get away from me, you bastard. Oh my, I forgot about that. She won't even chase me, she just wants to protect the gens. Right back in. I'm still exposed, by the way. Doesn't want to chase for longer than a few seconds here. Her Mori is very disappointing. Absolutely, Chase. I think that's a lot of people wish there was a rework on her Mori, because there's so much potential for like her abilities and stuff like that, and like the way she uses drones. She probably has to protect that other one pretty hard right now. This wastes a lot of my time. I literally cannot get close to this without getting exposed. I did touch it for a little bit, but I want to take off the... This takes so long, oh my goodness. I wish there was something you could do to hack it constantly. Damn it. I'm gonna take that just so that her thing's on cooldown again. She gets me. Nice hit. Might be enough time for everyone spread out. We gotta have like 2 people on a gen. Everyone's gotta be on gens at the same time. Oh, this is not good. I'll hook right next to this one too. Completely makes it. Completely shuts us off too. Yeah, I'm glad that they reworked this map and then put her base onto it. Absolutely. I like to see that type of evolution of old maps. Great way to tune this one up. Have it be like she took it over. Her tail radius gone in the drones? Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that too. Yeah, weirdly enough, it seems like behavior didn't really have a lot of fanfare going up behind this killer. I don't think they were too confident on it. Heal me, thank you. There definitely seems to be another killer who can control generators very well, similar to the Knight, with the drones as they were. Her ghosts. I think there needs to be more of a cooldown on her drones or something. She seems to be able to spam them out too heavily to protect generators. Stop spinning! I don't know who was more confused, me or her. Go back to this other generator and care about being healed. He kicked this still in time. I cannot believe that. Dead here. Needs not yet. I think maybe a 2 drone maximum might be the answer to that, so she can't like physically cover every generator with the drone. Just sees her. Damn it. She got around. She was trying to do that on purpose to make sure there wasn't 2 of us running around. A lot easier to deal with us, especially at 1 gen left. Yeah, 4 drones seems excessive because then she can just cover every single generator. And well, when it gets down to her power becomes very powerful when the less gens they are, of course. Yeah, maybe 4 drones. You can have 4 drones at once in your pocket, but have like really long cooldowns for their repair, and then only have 2 drones out at once. Maybe that might be the answer to it. I can't say for sure. But this is the second time we've seen her 3-genning capability very much control the end of the game. And again, that's what the public test beta is for too. Of course, like we're all the way from the away from the hatch, by the way. Nerfed eruption, by the way. And it's not like they came out with another another good generator defense perk with this killer. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna open the gate while I'm on the floor. We got this. Never give up. Never surrender. Alright, we got time for one more game on stream here. Let me go get some stuff going. One more. The Skull Merchant. The Skull Merchant. It just seems like, again, her power gets very strong. Some killers' powers change, like depending on how long the game goes. Trapper, Hag, the Knight, stuff like that. Her power as well changes drastically the less generators there are and what she can do to them and how she can interact with them in the end game. Being able to make it so that she can... Her power gives her a lot of functions that perks give. So that's why I feel like it just needs a little bit of tuning. I like that it does it. I love her radar. I love that she can see like a unique screen, a unique way of tracking people, a unique way of exposing people. Totally fine with that. But just the same thing as Eruption. I don't want to nerf it into the ground and make it useless. I just want to tweak it a little bit to balance it, to make it make it feel like we're a place where both killers and survivors are like, yes, this is both fun to use and unique and fun experience to play against. But then again, it could just be something that needs to be figured out, similar to some other killers like the Doctor. You never... Oh yeah, look at what's up. Hello.
A gente consegue.
Pronto quando você estiver.
Alright, I'm glad I had subtitles on. I now know what they're saying, which is interesting and helpful to see their camaraderie between them. Thank you for the stream. Hey, no problem, Eve. And I'm fine with killers that are like ramp-up killers too. I'm totally fine with that, because like, say like Nemesis and stuff like that, things that like they don't start the game at full power, but like the more they do during the game, the more powerful they are overall. And I think that's a nice way of like having like the power scale throughout the game in a certain way, and that's obviously for survivors to start understanding, like to get the 3 closest gens done to one another. So like killers like the Doctor and people who can set traps can't like control that zone to the point where it's oppressive and you feel like you can't win the game anymore. So like it's on the survivor to know that, and then it's also on the killer to then try to force something like that. It's a very weird balance. Right, I forgot to turn that up. There we go. Alright, another game on this map. It's nice. We didn't play on this map the entirety of stream, and then back-to-back games to get this at the end of it. I had to cut that clip. I'm convinced I fooled her with the mannequins, by the way. I like this perk as well, that makes it, once we finish a generator together, we get a buff to get things done quicker after that. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I haven't seen the new Red Forest map, but that also had a beautiful rework to it. Oh, time to go hacker. I'm getting into the system. Pete, break into the system. Get in there. Oh, I'm being body blocked. Reported for griefing. I can still run though, that's interesting. What magazines are these? Okay, I'm wasting too much time reading literature. Let's go. I literally just hung out right here. I was able to... Shit. On Pete. Another generator down. It's good to hear that. Get our brother off the hook. It'd be interesting if there was like a special voice line for the survivor, like when they got pulled off the hook. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Oh boy, that was closer than I thought. Put down a drone here, I bet. Finish this up, brother. Oh, brothers. Some good healing done. Be a really good reset if we can get even just one off right here. Get both these heals off. We're in a really good spot. I think we could have finished, but at the same time, we would have just taken a hit at the same time, and then it would have just reset all that healing progress all the same. I think I need to be the one to go save. Let's-a go. Let's-a go. Let's-a go. Skirt in the zone, skirt in the zone, skirt in the zone. Pete dropping those big commodious bombs right here. It's gonna help with final generators. Let's kill this guy. He was in the middle. We were in the middle with you on him last time. We should be fine here. Excuse me. All right. That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. Oh, that's still not it. Oblivious for 15 seconds after you get out of a drone zone, remember. 15 seconds. That's a long time. Turtle Tash, good to see ya. Hope we're doing well as well. We're doing pretty good. Oh. And Dead by Daylight today. Enjoying ourselves, the new PTB, trying to figure everything out as we go. Learning the new killer, learning the new perks. Yeah, and enjoying all the new maps. I love that they gave us both a updated this map because of how kind of not fun it was before, or kind of lame it was before, and then they did visual update on both the Red Forest maps, that's the Plagues map and then the Huntress's map, and they look absolutely gorgeous. gonna have overcharge on it, but we have that pallet still preserved. Get that out of the way. New loops too, yeah, and the new loops, yeah, they actually added new configurations into the loops, so there's like, usually we had easy letters to describe them as, but we got some weird ass loops now, and that's all I gotta say about that. Which is usually a good thing. I actually always like seeing new loops. Interested to see the Red Forest map. Yeah, I haven't seen the. I actually didn't. Out of 2 hours of playing Dead by Daylight Survivor games, and the games have not been that long. They've been like good, normal length, like no hostage games really. We haven't seen the Red Forest at all yet in the 2 hours we've been playing. This is the second time we've seen this updated map, but it was also whatchamacallit. This is the two last. And these are. It took a very long time for that to happen. All the same. We should go ahead and save. Alright, she went back to the hook. It's our job to get this done. Go a little faster. The Tarzan yell is so weird. I had that, you son of a gun. I have adrenaline, you son of a gun. He did not have adrenaline. I think it'd just be better if we try to get healed off before we try to get doors. No, run. It's better than just run. He's got Killer Shack here. I'll go for a door. I don't think she really knows her distance on the drones because she just put it outside of the range of the door here, and I don't think she did that on purpose. I think she wanted to cover the door completely. I got a little greedy for it. Killer DC. Strange. Toolbox was useful. It was very useful. Alright, everyone, but we're going to be wrapping it up now on that one, on that game right there. We got stuff to take care of today. I'm sorry for the lack of streams. We've just been very busy with a lot of our personal life stuff. So, unfortunately, as always, when that stuff always comes first, and then when we have time to stream and do all that. But I appreciate everyone's patience, and I've missed everyone, of course, and I'm happy to always stream when I can. I hope to have some time tomorrow to also stream some more of this. But if we just want to look over their perks real quick, just to get a nice little closing right here while I talk. You and other survivors who finish repairing the generator get a 5% increase repair progress for 60 seconds. Very nice to have this. After getting a generator done, you do other generators quicker. Fine with it. Cut loose. When you go and fast vault something, similar to Dance With Me, it is covered up. And when that is then covered up, you are then, for a few seconds, given a window to constantly fast vault without making any fast vault noises, and completely and silently vault over fast vaulting anytime, like whether it be windows or pallets or something like that. You can go back and forth in limited amount of times, as long as you vault within 5 seconds of the last time you used it, and after it goes on cooldown for 45 seconds. And then the last one being teamwork power of 2. And that is when you finish healing another survivor, you both move faster as long as you stay within a certain distance of one another. Going over to the other survivor, we have background player. After unhooking someone, you get a massive sprint burst, a 6-second sprint burst after unhooking someone, so you can just sprint away from that hook. Collective stealth is very nice. When you finish healing someone else, you and the other survivor leave no scratch marks when you're running, as long as you stay close to one another. So this is just, I think this perk has the potential to be very difficult for certain killers to deal with. And then blood rush, which I think is going to be a little broken. It's like an adrenaline before adrenaline, not exactly, but sort of. Where you can choose to set off your exhaustion perk or take away your exhaustion at the cost of a health state. But after a certain amount of time, you're given back that health state, so you get both a chance to use an exhaustion perk, and then for a certain amount of time, you are broken when you use that ability, but given that health state back. You don't lose it forever like For the People, where once you give that health state, you do not get it back. When you give a health state to reset your exhaustion, you are given back that health state after a certain amount of time. I think this has a problem. I think this has a potential to be a big problem. Let's go look at the killer real quick while we're here still, too. While I still just have a few more seconds. Get ourselves a look-sees. The first one being Thwack. Which is sort of interesting. After hooking Survivor, the next breakable wall or pallet will make Survivor scream and reveal their aura. I feel like there's kind of we have perks similar to this, but I'm surprised this just doesn't happen. It's weird that it takes a hooking of a Survivor to make this go off, but whatever. Leverage, I think, is alright. Each time you hook a Survivor, gain a token, up to 10 tokens. When you hook a Survivor, for each token, reduces the speed at which survivors heal by 5 seconds. There's other ways. There's slowing down heal. It takes a long time for this to ramp up, like getting up to 10 hooks. They've slowed down by 50%. If you already gotten that many hooks, I mean, I feel like you're in a place where you don't need to slow down their healing. This one, I don't know. I don't think this. I think it can be good in situations, ideal situations. Not going to be good in most situations in most playstyle. Game of Foot, I think this is going to be a big. This is, I think, going to be a big perk. While you're chasing the obsession, this perk activates. Damaging generators and breaking walls or pallets give you 5% haste for 10 seconds. Whenever you hit the survivor with the total most time in chase with the basic attack, they become the obsession. So, this helps you both get the person that is generally strong in chase. If you have to chase someone a long time, it usually means that they're a strong chaser, and that usually means that once you get that first hit off, or if they're the obsession, you're gonna have a way of being able to catch up to them when you're breaking pallets, when you're dealing with things. I think brutal strength, game of foot, some other things can be very useful at making this nemesis. I think a lot of things can make this perk actually get a lot of value through breaking in normal chase that really help you secure people in ways, because 5% speed buff is actually a lot of speed for the killer, and how many less steps it takes for them to catch up to you to put you down. That's all I gotta say. But other than that, we're jumping off. We're finishing up. We are done today. We are gonna say goodbye one last time, everyone. Thank you again for everyone who stopped by, stayed by, everything. Doctor Who, Eve, Turtle, Doctor Who again. There's two of you. Wait, there's two of you? All the heels. Our moderator, Chase, everyone, thank you. We had some other people early on, I know. We will, like I said, be back, hopefully, with some more. Tomorrow, we will definitely have some videos and some other things being posted. I might do a thoughts rundown on how I feel about the some of the perks and throw out some perks. I'd like to do a short form perk kind of brainstorming video, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, we're done here. Goodbye, everyone. Go take care of yourself. Have a good day. Two of me. Drink your water. Yeah, drink your water. Take care of yourself. We'll be back. Have a good day.